Hello everybody and welcome back to my Spanish Sripada series. I made the mistake of saving at the beginning of the turn, so unfortunately I'm not going to have the benefit of talking while the computer is crunching. I did want, another landmass and a city-state, so we'll try and go over there. We got embarkation, so I wanted to thank everybody for all the support so far. You guys have been great, absolutely amazing. He was coming down here because I've got all my militaries to the west. Yeah, it's coming back to me. There's a camp there. Alright. While I'm thinking about it, I want to get him off the tile. If you guys missed the last one, I'm pre-building roads where I can. These guys too. It's putting in most of the effort. Yeah, I noticed after I saved that there's actually like a crack here, so I'm going to try and squeak by here and save a little time trying to go around these mountains. Because, got the boat that managed to get past Poland right before they set down the city. So he's going to be scouting around the border. So basically, here's the coast. I want my scout to stay near the coast, but kind of a little off of it. That way they can kind of work together and hopefully get the most. But yeah, if you pre-build the roads, you get to put in the work, but not have to pay the maintenance because you basically have them. That's why I keep my worker ribbon up here like this, says 1 turn to go. So I'll click on that worker, and I'll say knock it off, and that way he doesn't finish the road. I don't have to pay the maintenance. Works out really well. Okay, Barcelona is now stagnating, but we're going to put a food in here. We got work boats coming, so it's short-lived. And frankly, there's nothing else for them to work that's useful, so that's fine. It helps preserve our happiness for the moment, though we do want to keep growing at some point. Alright, because Lodge has been planted, we probably have... Yeah, this is definitely more entries than last time. There we go. So build a lodge. So, up in the capital, I think I'm going to build a caravan, because that will bring us some science. Not much, obviously, but gold too, so... And even some diplomacy if you want to look at it that way. Win, win, win. Just got to put in the hammers to build it. And hope they don't get careless about defending their homeland, which... yeah, we can already see they have the top military of everybody we've met. It's still early, so that doesn't mean too much. They're going to come up here, so I'll have him come up here to get some visibility. Hand axe in the mix, not happy to see that. I got my archer in tow though, so we'll be able to solve it one way or the other. Alright, Poland just pulled ahead of Germany, and he's showing he's friendly. That's weird. Alright, third person. Alright, we're still in a golden age, so I think I'd rather have the 3 gold than the 1 hammer right now, especially since we're still at a deficit there. I'm coming this way for visibility. From here, it's going to take him 3 turns to get down here, so I'm kind of going to be doing this like zigzag thing. The terrain in here has been quite the feature of this video thus far. Alright, I'm going to pull him up here because he can hit the camp and whatever comes after my spearmen, and that way I can pull the spearmen back and be safe. Am I working that tile? Sure enough. Alright, we're going to move him last because we're going to do the pre-build trick. I'll show you guys that one again in case somebody missed the last video. Yeah, I got 2 scouts coming out, and that's another reason why I want this scout to kind of stick close to the coastline, because the boat will get the coast, this scout will get that, this scout's coming over can get that, this scout can come back and get over here. Because we gotta get those trading partners connected, because we got all these whales, or going to have all these whales. Alright, so basically it's going to take me either 2 turns to get up on this hill, or 2 turns to start developing this. Either way, I'm going to put the hammer in there. I do think I'm going to go for the sheep first. Like, I'm trying not to grow this city too much before I know for sure that I get Petra, because I don't know how much I'm going to invest in it. But either way, you know, getting the most out of it that we can is still going to be a good idea. And I did remember to move them, so that's good. I could, and normally would, work this tile, but we are in a golden age, and this is my only real opportunity for sustainable gold right now, besides the one I'm getting off the whales. Because once the golden age is over, I don't plan on continuing to work that. So we're definitely going to stick on the ivory for now. Okay, we get great profit, and we're going to have the first religion. I thought so. Alright, I was looking at the map just before started recording, and I noticed down here I'm already thinking of an expand. It's not going to be the best expand, and that's part of the reason why my gold's so concerning to me. If I did come down here, I'd have to buy some buildings. And then we're also going to be spanning over here probably. Don't know where yet. The amount of tiles we have over here is kind of scattered, so there's no clear picture. Seems like up here is more growth, but down here's got the unique luxury. I don't know. Anyways, my point is, normally if I go really wide, I take church property for the gold. Here, though, I think I'm going to take tithe, the old favorite. I'm only going to have 6 cities, it's looking like. And I can't really fight Poland, right? Because they're my only real neighbor, so I'm going to be relying on them through all my trade routes for science. At least in the early game. And of course, we're going to take pagodas, because it's a way to use faith to generate happiness, a lot of happiness. So that's good. Alright, library's finished here. Let's build an archer. Support this warrior. Because I'll have a military unit coming, I can continue to have this warrior come down here, and that way if a barb camp does spawn, I've got the archer there to see it, and I can pull back accordingly. I definitely want to get these guys not finishing the roads. So what I'm going to do here, instead of like coming up here and pre-building a road, this is forest, and going into it will consume all your movement points, and so will moving 2 hexes. So in this situation, I'll actually do this, and that way when he's done pre-building here, I can step and build like normal, and we don't want him finishing either. Alright, this is kind of a mess here. I'm pretty sure the spearman... Yeah, the spearman and the archer together can kill this archer. So what I'm actually going to do is attack with the spearman first. He'll take slightly more damage that way, but now when I kill it, my spearman's here instead of up here. And if he was up here, they could like tag team, get flanking bonus, free hit from the hand axe, because the AI can't move and shoot, or at least the barbs can't. So yeah, we'll have him keep heading west. He's got the visibility, so he can probably meet that city-state just by sticking up here. Okay, might be on the coast still, so we're probably good with that scout. Oh, we need another city-state. That's good. Wait. They're targeting this camp, not this one, so this is probably a separate landmass. I might take a quick jog, because usually when you're on a Pangaea map, like, this landmass is somewhat big, but usually they're not very big. So, oh, and another city-state. First to meet them, so this might actually be another separate landmass. I know Pangaea maps have some outliers, but I don't know, it seems like we're finding a lot. Perhaps that's one of the benefits to getting sailing so early. Alright, so that's where the happiness went. I was wondering why we started off in dire happiness, but it's been restored, so... Alright, we got the shrine and the library here, back to the workboats. Looks like the shrine up front paid off because we did get the first religion against all odds. Yeah, 3 barbarians here, so nobody's addressing this. This does look like it's a separate landmass. And I'm glad I still have a movement point left because I do not want to get hit by the archers. Like I said, Lodge basically has us separated off from our homeland, so I have no way of healing this boat. I gotta keep it as pristine as I can, as I use them for scouting purposes. Alright, we made it back safe. Pre-build road. And he's going to come down through here. He has no part in all this fighting. Alright, and it looks like the hand axe buggered off, so I'll have him heal up while this guy starts softening up the camp. Get the food going there. Alright, he can finally start proceeding like a normal warrior. Alright, similar story here. He's got the buff and he's already damaged, so I don't want him getting damaged anymore. I'll come up the tile. I don't want to give the barbs any sort of temptation to take a hit at me. Oh, look at that! He's got a unique luxury for me to trade with, and he's got writing. So we are going to put our happiness to an even more comfortable level. I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, let's get full value for that. Caravans done in the capital, so I definitely want to go for a lighthouse now. We're getting close to when we're going to build National College. I want to have this city as souped up as possible. Lighthouse with this atoll. Lighthouse should give us 3 food and 2 hammers, and that's just way too good to pass up for the city that's about to start building the National College. Because that'll give us more hammers to actually build it, and more growth to actually be able to benefit from the science multiplier. So that's win freaking win in my book. Alright, we're going to send that down to Seville. Connect up with Lodge, get a little more science. Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty good, actually. Now we can actually see the iron early on. I kind of wanted to, but I've been diverting so much time on side techs that... Okay, 2 iron, that's it. Alright, so it does look like maybe I'd want to settle here-ish. Get the fish, all these tiles. Won't get the stone or the sheep, but that's okay. Keep on scouting. Looks like another city-state. Alright, we could end up here, but that would just stifle his last movement's visibility. Yeah, that's much better. That's much better. Okay, good deal. Okay, philosophy is done, so we can build the National College as soon as our last library is online. Okay, it's going to be a few turns, which is unfortunate, but alright, now we got a beeline for currency. Want to be able to get Petra up in Cordoba, make that city actually worth investing in. And of course, we've been having some gold issues. Not so much now that I planted that, but we're playing from behind in the gold game, so the ability to get those markets up will be nice too. Alright, as you recall, I skipped over this land, so now I'm going to step out and start pre-building that. And that should put these two on a similar schedule as far as finishing all these roads. I'm going to let him finish that up. Oh yeah, and he's going to finish that up, so they'll both be able to move onto these hills and finish the road at the same time. Alright, can you finish that off? No? Okay, so we'll just have him hang tight one more turn probably. We can head back to this landmass, because it looks like we're done with that one. I should start naming these land masses. There's so many of them. I don't want it to be confusing which one I'm talking about. Don't care, don't care, don't care. Alright. Done with the archer here. Okay, so it's going to be 5 turns until I get my great engineer. So let's go ahead and build a trireme. We're going to have to support his crossing. Yeah, see there's a boat already, and my other one is locked out because he's too far away at this point anyways. I'm using him out more like a scout. Where is that going on? Alright, we're going to make sure we don't finish that road. I consume all his movement coming onto the forest, and this one's going to put the second last turn, so he'll be able to move road next turn, and he'll finish the road next turn, and then he'll move road 2 turns from now, he'll move road 2 turns from now, and since there's road through here, he'll be able to come out, finish that, while this guy comes down. So we'll have a 6-tile road put down in 3 turns thanks to all that. Man, that's some... that it usually doesn't work out that well in the timing. And same here, too. Look, they're going to put all... Wow, those roads were like magical. Alright, the hand axe is there. We're going to remember he's there. Oh. Wow. Speaking of magical, look at this. 3 fish, deer. I could plant a city here. Granary. Wow, even being the last city I plant, this could be a guild city. Like my last guild city, but still. That's incredible. Oh, she doesn't want my whales, and look, this is what I get for talking about how Sweden researched writing. I actually met somebody that didn't. And he doesn't want my whales either. Wow. That's not good. Meeting all these people and none of them want my whales. That could be a problem. I hope it doesn't last. Choose rough. We'll head west. I want to find that hand axe. There he is. Okay, well at least he wasn't right next to that tile. Alright, so yeah, here we go. Finish road, finish road. And they each have 2 more, and because I'll be having 2 roads, I'll be able to traverse that forest. That's really good. Look at that. Amazing. 2 city connections established in 3 turns. That's what the pre-building will get you. Usually, like I said, though, it usually doesn't come out that well-timed. Alright, coast. Probably coast. This looks like it could be coast. I'm just thinking it might be more worthwhile to come to this side of this body of water. Okay, so it's a small inland. But there's a barb in the way and it's not going to go anywhere. He's too busy having fun shooting this and he's not getting out of the way. That explains why he's damaged. Alright, so I can't get back in the water just yet. Take a little side jog there. Everything looks good. Alright, so mostly still going on real well. I'm happy about that. Let's see here, border. And we're no longer in a golden age, so rather than working 2 gold, I'll work 2 hammers and that'll help finish up that library. And just getting that city going in general. What else am I as far as the golden age? Yeah, I'm gonna keep this one. This is the one place where we actually can afford to keep working optional gold. Oh, right where the ruins were. That's interesting. I'm not gonna be bullying a happiness. Not at this point. Oh, you know what? Before I forget, I just noticed this. Don't want to miss that. Yeah, we'll take all. We need all the gold we can get, really. All right, lighthouse is finished, so that makes this the better build or tile to work. And we'll get the stoneworks up before we build the National College, because that'll be +3 hammers. It should, in theory, pay for itself. We'll take another side jog, because obviously can't hop in the water while we got a boat threatening. The scout is not a naval unit. He would get crushed and have nothing to show for it. Alright, let's get some mines up. Barcelona is already working hills. And now between this and the workboat comes out, he's growing. So let's make those hills as good as possible. Where'd the hand axe go? Okay, he's got to be there. So I'm just going to defend and heal because we got a second one coming. And if I have a chance of surviving all that, I'm going to need him as healed up as possible. Got new borders, salt. I always like salt, but there's absolutely no way that land could be mine. I'm just going to have him heal up. There's no reason to give him a reason to shoot me rather than Byzantium. Okay, looking good. Looking good. Cape Town is in awe of me. Well, of course they are. I'm doing excellent. Why wouldn't they be? That's more food in the capital. That's incredible. With after building the lighthouse and stuff. Oh, good, good, good. When I saw yet another landmass, I was so worried that this boat was going to basically be lost forever. Alright, still got boats buzzing around. I hope there's a break in the action at some point. Alright, here we go. Turn 3. Road, road. And there you go. City connection. That's plus 4.45 gold, and it's going to cost us probably like 6 in maintenance, so it mostly pays for itself. This one's 5.55 gold, and there's only 3, so let's see, 5.55 and 4.45, so that's exactly 10 gold, and we're paying 9 out. So not only are we getting +1 gold for having these roads completed, but come our last policy, it'll be +2 happiness as well. I'm just going to take a shot at him, give him something to do while the archer still approaches. I'll just have him heal up. We're going to move him last. Oh, wow, we got an armada here. Okay, stop and shoot. As much as I don't want to weaken him, I don't want to give this guy a free shot, so I'm going to do twice as much damage and whittle him down. But this guy's in serious danger, so I got to be careful over there. Are you kidding me? Yeah, another trade partner that... Oh, well, I don't actually have extra whales at this point, but I would still trade it away, knowing that I've got more whales coming. Okay, you keep healing. Alright, it appears he's the last to move, so I'm going to put a turn in on a farm. That way I'm not wasting the time waiting to be able to put this quarry... Start this quarry. There we go. Alright, it's formally recognized. Oh, and look at that. As soon as the trireme comes out, he gets some free experience. Sydney seeks Byzantium. Well, yeah, last I checked, she hasn't researched writing, so I don't know how I'm going to be able to do that just yet. but hopefully I can remember to keep an eye on that. Alright, I'm going to go with a shrine. I know we're making a good amount of faith, but we don't have a faith-based pantheon, so it's not like our faith income is going to increase if we don't increase it. Okay, workboat is finished here. We'll build one more, and we can finally be done with that. Well, there's one down here. If I do plant a city here, it'll eventually... But that is a long time in the distance. Still, it's good to keep it in mind. Alright, I'm going to build a warrior, because we do have 2 iron eventually, and my military's way off here. A lot of roughage. It's going to take him time to get back. And look, now there's an archer too, so he's not... I don't think it can see me, but we'll defend and heal up. Alright. We'll come up here and shoot for the flanking bonus, and luckily this means he gets out of harm's way. So hopefully by the time they do find him, because he can see him from there, he'll be able to take a defensive posture, and I might actually just survive that. Heal up again, and you can come back to this land. Look at that. Looks like it's safe to get in the water. Very good, because I'd hate to have that scout just squandered forever. Alright, we'll come and put a farm on this. It'll be a freshwater farm come time for civil service. That'll be really good. And he is the last to move, so I'm going to go pre-build a road and on my way to making this quarry here. You don't have the money, I'm afraid. It's nice to see somebody actually showing interest in my whales, though. Even if they can't afford it. Okay, so we're at 4 happiness. And we went up to 7. Oh, minus 5%. Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty cool. I think I may have forgotten about that. That's very helpful, actually. Alright, Madrid has grown, and that's our last good tile, so by all means work it. Sydney is in awe of me. More food in the capital. I'm not going to complain there. Great engineer. Normally you want to go great scientist, because Liberty has some deficiencies. When you're going wide, you're going to make up for that, but... Oh, and Zurich actually wanted us to build a great engineer, so that's going to be extra happiness for now. Unfortunately, not very long, which sucks, because we just got a notification that somebody, yeah, Cordova wants sugar. But anyways, obviously I got to go with a great engineer if I want any chance at getting Petra. I don't think any of my neighbors have desert yet, so relatively safe. But anyways, we got to move this guy up here, kind of act as a military escort. He's going to keep defending and healing. Alright. Defend and heal. Very good. Oh, look at our happiness. It's just going through the roof. And even though we're still hemorrhaging money, we're actually building a decent stockpile from which to draw, so that'll kind of offset it a little bit. Alright, he's pretty much healed up. Yeah, 99. I'm not going to waste another turn on 1 hit point. But because of zone of control, it's going to take us 2 turns to get here no matter what. So I'm actually going to just take a little side jog, get some visibility. It didn't pay off this time, but, you know, sometimes, you know, why waste it, right? Plus, now that I'm 2 tiles away, maybe he'll consider me less of a threat and keep shooting that guy. And it does appear that he did. Okay, that's way off in the clouds. I don't even... Byzantium discovered for Sydney. When did I discover Byzantium? They seek protection. Yeah, that's not really going to pay off, though, so no point in doing it. Oh, wow. Allies. Okay, so we at least keep an eye on this archer here. And we're actually going to be allies for half a month. Or 14 turns. I always call it like a month. How did I discover Byzantium, though? I don't even know what that's about. Alright, so let's get on the National College. 12 turns. That does seem a bit long. We got some forest here we could chop down. And that's freshwater tile, so we'd rather have a farm there. Even if it is grassland. So yeah, I'll probably take that forest down and get the National College. Because once the National College is finished, I can like get my other expands online. So 3, 4. We actually have a lot riding on that. Let's go ahead and finish up these mines. Because, you know, why the heck not? Alright, we're back on this land. It's all tundra here, so this looks like coast. Kind of want to get him back to the mainland. Go ahead and do that. We'll just defend up here. There's no reason to tag team that guy just yet. Oh, Byzantium! But I couldn't see it from here. I could just see Kalish. I don't know. Alright, let's see if we can squeak by this guy here. Okay. Doesn't look like he was shooting at us. So we'll just finish. Yeah. Alright. Maybe once we finish there, we can come down here and deal with that archer. Yeah, because we do have a warrior being built. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. It's nice that he's down here, because now when I clear the camp, he won't just take a free shot at me. That should give him time to come up here and him here, and we should annihilate him in a couple turns. So that's pretty good. Right. He could just kill him outright. But I'm thinking if I shot this and then defended, they'd both want to like tag team him again, and then he could just finish that off next turn. I don't know. Let's not play. Let's not gamble. We're way far away from home. Lots of roughage. I don't even want to chance it really. There's been so many times I played Civ and got a little gutsy and paid for it. So he's kind of stranded. Oh, more ruins. You come down here and chop this up, will you, please? And I'm actually going to start pre-building roads, I think. Yeah. Like, after he's chopping, he can come down here. These two can pre-build the roads from our first settler. When he's done there, he can come over. Yeah. And we should have the roads, like, clearing up, like, right as we need them to. That'll work really well. Alright, we'll just do that. Yeah. Because if I come back here, then a boat could spawn here, and it throws me off for several turns. We're kind of late to the Petra party, so I don't want to take any chances. Alright, rough, because I'm coming up on the hill. And he's mostly going to be stationed in the jungle anyways. Alright, that warrior's coming out now. That makes me feel a lot better. Okay, we are a turn before currency. So I think I'm going to say I'm building a temple. And then when currency goes live, I'll switch over to markets. Because that city actually has not only the ivory, but 2 trade routes running in and out of it. So that market will actually be worth some money. This looks like coast here. Oh, this all looks like coast. Okay. Alright, so you are chopping that down to rush the National College. He's actually pre-building roads. Shoot, can I clear it? Looks like it. Yes, sir. Okay, so he's in the red, but it looks like we're clear for now. What is this guy gonna do? Well, let's just stick with the engineer. No chances. It's too important. Oh, look at that! Look at that. That is nice. Okay. Yeah, because with the exception of going back to the mainland, which it's so late in the scouting game at this point, I'm mostly done with this scout, right? So now he can come down and actually start plinking at these guys, clear that up, because I don't want to have to babysit this island forever. It's been nice thus far because it being here means nothing's going to spawn here, and nothing was spawning over here. Okay. So currency is done. Let's go ahead and switch that to market. Keep on scouting. Uh-oh. Archers. He's just going to keep on west. Although we're probably a little... Not only are we a little far from the coast, but the boat got distracted by another landmass altogether. Alright, I'm going to go for the aqueducts anytime you're going wide. Or I should say anytime you're not playing tradition. Early aqueducts make a huge difference. Huge, like just enormous. Like your growth just feels so much more organic. Alright, we're nearing the moment of truth for Petra. So if I'm going to start investing in this city, I think a workboat will be nice. We got the Pantheon, so it'll bring a hammer as well, along with food. So I think that's a good idea. Let's take a step over for visibility and slam. That's so satisfying, slamming the boats together. You know, I don't think I've ever seen the actual animation. I should turn on animations for the naval warfare. And there is marble. Look at this. Nobody wants to trade with me. Well, we're going to get marble online for Sydney, so we're going to have growth in all our cities for some time to go. Alright, I'm not a big fan of being shot at, but and normally I would just shoot at him for the experience, but since he got the first shot, it's kind of going to be a zero-sum game, and I want to be able to use that archer to be able to plink that little island. Alright, so let's shoot that. Hit it. There we go. Alright, he should be safe-ish. And there's a nice chunk of visibility where I'm going to be expanding. So I should be able to maintain a grip on that. Hopefully Warsaw doesn't come through with a last-minute settle. Okay, and I'm noticing it's at the half-hour mark, so I think I'm going to call it here. Those roads went up nice and like a well-oiled machine. And this way I get to leave you guys on a cliffhanger. Does he get Petra or not? Tune in next time. I hope you guys had some fun. I certainly did. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Take care.